In this lesson, I'd like to instruct Crazy Pineapple. Again, it's the same as dealing regular poker. It's just a little variation in that the players receive 3 cards. I've already set up the board, again, with the button small blind, big blind. I'll cut and deal. I'll start with the deal to the first player after the button. The players receive 3 cards each. The players will look at their cards, and I'll go to the first player after the big blind and ask him if he wants to call. 3 to call, the player will opt to call. He'll place the bet in front. The next player I need to ask if he would like to call or fold or raise. But we don't get really into all of that terminology. The dealer just says 3 to call, but the player does have the option to fold or raise. He opts to call, going to the small blind. The player has $2 more to call. He will call the 2. The big blind always has the option. You need to ask the player, option. The player checks his option. Bringing the bets to the center of the pot. The dealer will tap, burn, and the flop on the board, the first 3 cards delivered. There will be a betting round. Starting with the first player after the button, I'll ask the player if he wants to check or bet. Remember, check means he doesn't want to bet. If he wants to bet, he needs to put out $3 on this round. The player opts to bet. The betting structure is $3. The next player I need to ask, 3 to call. The player will call the 3. The next player, 3 to call, sir. The player will bet 3. The next player opts to bet 3 also. The betting is complete and the bets are even, so I can bring them all into the center of the pot. This is where Crazy Pineapple comes in. Before this betting round, before we start the betting round on the turn, the players must discard 1 card at this time face down. So I will go back to the players in order, and they will discard 1 card face down towards me. So this player does not like his cards. This card, after he looked at it, he doesn't want it. He throws it in. I'll put it in the mug. Continuing in order, this next player doesn't like this card, so he'll push it towards me face down. I'll put it in the mug. Continuing in order, 1 card from each player. Crazy Pineapple means that there are 2 betting rounds before the players must discard 1 card. The betting continues in order.